As I'm walking behind him, he's like looking over to the behind him to see if I'm still coming behind him. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is kind of weird already. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. YouTubers be like, hi. Hi guys, what's up? As you can see the title, I'm obviously you already read it or whatever, but we're not vlogging today, which is kind of because I usually just vlog. But also I've been wanting to make a sit down video for you guys, and I didn't have anything to talk about, so I'm kind of excited that this is happening because then we can do it. Oh, I got food, by the way. I made noodles. It was gonna be like a mukbang, but I haven't ate, and I don't know how to show you guys the noodles. They look super good. I got these at Ross, by the way, which is kind of funny because like Ross sells food or whatever. But bitch, these noodles are bomb as fuck. I got a packet of these and it came with 5, and these are bomb as fuck. And then I made chicken earlier and I just added the chicken onto here. My lips are already red because I've been eating this, but they're spicy. Anyway, I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about some shit that's been happening lately. I know you guys want some, huh? I have a freaking stalker, guys. I don't know if I should call him a stalker because it doesn't feel like a stalker, but it kind of does feel like a stalker because they like follow me or whatever. How do I start? There's not much that has happened, but there's like a lot that has happened over several days, so this is gonna be really confusing for some of you guys, even for me. I'm just trying to see how to explain everything. So I go work out at this park, right? And there's stairs at this park, so like you can do cardio, like you climb a hill and then go around or whatever. So I've been going there for about a year or 2 now. The other day that I went, I was just working out, doing my thing like I usually do, and I see this one guy. Okay, so one guy makes eye contact with me. I'm gonna try to see how to edit this so you guys can see the map of the park. I'm just going to probably create a diagram for you guys right here of what it is, of how it goes. I was on the last set of stairs going down, okay? And there's this guy there. I had never seen him at the park before, so he was new, especially because I go like every day. I kind of see the people that are always there, so I know who and who is like going on several days, or you know what I mean? Like the regulars or whatever. This guy, I had never seen in my life before. He had never gone to the park. He's just randomly there one day. So I was going down this last set of stairs, and I'll put the map in here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. There's a little section right there where you can like chill out for a little bit, like while you're going down. It's like halfway and it's to the side, and he was there with another guy. I don't know if they were there together or not, but this guy was just looking up the stairs at the people coming down. He was just standing there, and so he sees me, right? And I was coming up close to him, so like we're like eye contact like this. So he smiles at me when I'm going down, like passing by him already, and like I look over and like he's smiling at me, or he just smiles, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was just like, oh, like he's just saying hi, you know what I mean? Like very normal people do, like you just smile whenever you pass by somebody. And so like I kind of went like this, you know what I mean? Like the I don't know if it was like what's up, like that. I didn't say it, I just went like this, or if I went like that, you know what I mean? So that happens, and I keep going. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was fine, and then I keep going. I keep doing my workout or whatever. Then I come back around and he's still there. So I'm going down the stairs again, and he's looking back up at people, and as I'm going down, he's just staring at me. As I'm passing by him, he says something. He turns and says something to me. I think he said hi. I didn't hear it because I had my headphones on and I had music playing, but I kind of like read his lips. I didn't say anything. I kind of just like smiled again, or I was like this, and I kept going. But the thing is, when he said hi, he came up behind me and started going down the stairs like with me, in a way, like if he was following me or like he wanted to walk next to me. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird, but okay, you can. I mean, he didn't say anything on the way down anymore, and I didn't say anything to him either. I was like just minding my own business, you know? And so I keep walking, and he's obviously behind me, kind of next to me, kind of behind me. Then he kind of like walks a little bit faster and gets in front of me, and I could tell that like as I'm walking behind him, he's like looking over to the like behind him to see if I'm still coming behind him. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, this is kind of weird already. I didn't tell him anything, but it was all in my head. I was like, this is kind of weird. Like, you're already looking at me, you already said hi, you freaking, now you're trying to look back if I'm coming behind you. And so we're walking, and then as you get closer towards the start of like the stairs, you can either go one direction, which leads to the exit of the park, and then you can go the other direction where you start the stairs again. So we were both walking towards the exit of the park, and I like drifted off, and I was still continuing to do stairs. and I noticed that he was still going that way as well. But as I got up to the stairs a little bit, I looked back to see like where he was going, and this bitch had like came back and like started stairs. But as I turned back, he was still looking at me, which I was like, okay, like something is up. You want me? I know you want me. Anyway, that happens, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna continue. Let me just speed it up a little bit so that I lose him in the stairs, because the park is pretty big. The stair section is really big too, and so I kind of went a little bit faster, trying not to make it obvious that I was like running away, but I wasn't running away. I was just like walking a little bit faster so that he wouldn't come talk to me. And so I keep walking, and I'm already all the way at the top, and like I lose him and I don't see him anymore for a little bit. A few minutes go by, and then as I'm going up the stairs again, I notice that he's all the way at the top, and I feel like people, when you're up there, you can see everybody like down doing the stairs. So I feel like he was up there just waiting for me to pass by him, or either that or he was just looking for me, which I thought was like, okay, you're really weird, you're doing too much. I didn't say anything. I passed by him and I kept going. I lost him again, and then I go back up the stairs, and this time he's randomly standing up there still. I didn't see him ever come back down, but he's still up there. He is standing in the middle of like the stairs in a section where you're not supposed to be like just standing there, like move, because there's people passing by, and the park gets pretty busy sometimes. At the hour that I went, at the hour that this was happening, there was a lot of people there, and he's just standing there like waiting for me, I guess, because he can look down at me like where I'm coming from, and I was like going towards him already. So I feel like he was just waiting. Like he was making it seem like if he was taking a break, but he definitely wasn't. There was a few people that passed by, that we were like in a little group, and we all passed by him. So then I'm going down the stairs again. There's several parts that you have to go down. So I'm going down the side stairs again, and then I get to like the middle part, and I was like, in my head I was like, I better see what this guy is, because in his head I feel like he's gonna be thinking that he's gonna time the time that I get down, so that we can both meet at a certain spot. You know what I mean? So while I'm coming down, he's coming down, and then we meet at a certain spot. I thought that's what he was gonna do, and I was like, this bitch is gonna do that. I'm gonna slow down because I know he's gonna be looking at me, and he's gonna want to come down the same time I'm coming down, and he's gonna want to meet. And that's exactly what happened, guys. That's exactly what happened. I was like, that's what I fucking thought, bitch. I'm not that stupid. I noticed that he was doing that, and as I kept walking, I slowed down. I was like, leave, bitch. Like, fucking keep walking in your own path. You know what I mean? And so I let him go a little bit. We didn't end up meeting in the middle because I noticed that he wanted to meet in the middle, and he kept going. And then this part of the park gets a little bit darker, because there's like a lot of bushes there or whatever. And then he kept walking, and I could see him in front of me. He was like he was a good distance away from me. There's like a little curve that you have to go through to continue or whatever, and he was about to do that. And right before he does that, he looks back at me to see if I'm still coming behind him, and I was like, I'm not going that way, because you can get out that way as well, or you can cut and just go down halfway. And I was like, I'm not going all the way over there, because it was weird. Like, why would you look back to see if I'm coming and then keep going? You know what I mean? Like, you're obviously waiting for me. And I noticed, I'm like, this guy really wants to like talk to me or something. He like creepy as fuck, you know? And so I like went into the bathroom. I really had to pee, so I had gone down to the bathroom. I took a little bit in the bathroom, and I was like, oh, I better hurry, because then he's gonna come in here if he saw me come in here, you know? And so I came out the bathroom, and then so the way I came down is the way you usually go up. The way where the area where he was going to is the way you come down. I noticed that when I came out of the bathroom, he had came in the same direction. He had took the same path that I took coming down, and I was like, that's kind of weird, because you were supposed to keep continuing going that way and come around this other way, but you ended up coming back towards the direction that I went to. And I was like, okay, something's up with you. After that, I just stayed down by the bathroom. I didn't end up going up the stairs anymore. I was like, let me just stay down here. Once he starts doing up the stairs again, or I just wanted to see what he was gonna do. I was around people, so I don't think he would have came up to me, because I was surrounded by people anyway. So I was like, let me just wait for this guy to go up the stairs, and then I'll leave, because then that way he won't see where I parked or the car that I'm driving, and he won't follow me. He finally started going up the stairs again, and I was like, okay, good. He left, and I didn't see him anymore, and then that's when I decided to go to my car and leave. So this happened on the first day that he was there. I had gone to visit my parents back up north, so I didn't go to the park in like 2 or 3 days. Then I get back to the park the next day after I get back from my parents' house. I went again, not thinking he would be there, because I hadn't seen him ever at the park. I was like, okay, maybe he just came one day and he's not coming back again another day, you know what I mean? So then I go back another day, and I park my car or whatever. I walk towards the stairs, and I see him sitting at a bench. I was like, oh my god, this guy is here again. And he didn't see me, which was a good thing. So I kept walking and I was like, oh fuck this, I'm not gonna stand right here. Let me just hurry and go up the stairs. So I started doing my workout. Everything's fine. Time goes by. He's still sitting at the table and I could see him from far. And I was like, okay, once this guy gets up, I'm gonna like move because then he's gonna come after me or whatever, you know what I mean? He's gonna come follow me. I finally get to sit down far from him, and I remember not being able to see him at the table anymore. And I was on the phone with my friend at the time, and I was like, oh my god, like, oh, he's here, or like I don't see him anymore, I don't know where he went, and then he's gonna come talk to me or whatever. And so I was sitting over by the last set of stairs that you go down through, and I remember just seeing him. I looked up and I remember seeing him, but I don't think he saw me. He was doing something, or he was looking somewhere else. And as he was coming down, I think he obviously saw me because I wasn't looking anymore, but I think he saw me because then when he got down to the part where I was at, he turned and walked like right in front of me and like smiled or whatever, and I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. So then he sat in a different like section down the aisle or whatever, and I could see him and he was just sitting there like, why are you sitting there? You weren't over here earlier. Just go back to where the fuck you were, you know? But obviously he came over here because I was over here. I'm just there talking to my friend on the phone. I was like, oh my god, like he came over here next to me and like he's sitting like a few feet away. My friend was already on the way coming to the park to work out with me to see who the guy was also. I was just telling my friend like, oh my god, he's here. I was like, Brian, hurry up, like come already, like get here. And he wasn't that far away anymore. I don't think he can hear me talking to Brian at all, but he gets up and I noticed, I was like, oh my god, Brian, oh my god, he's coming. And I was like, this bitch better not talk to me, this bitch better not talk to me. And what happens is he walks right in front of me, past me, and it's like he's almost kind of leaving already, but he turns around and he's like, hey. And obviously I'm just there like looking at him, so I was like, hi. And he was like, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. How are you? Me still fucking asking how he is, like if I'm interested. Oh my god, no. And then he was like, I'm good, tired. And me still, I was like, oh, you already worked out? And he was like, yeah. And he was like, you want to go? And I was like, I mean, I didn't do that face in my fucking, I didn't do that face in front of him, but that's what my mind was doing. I was like, he really wants me to go? And he didn't mean like, let's go somewhere. He meant like, want to go do stairs with me, like, let's buddy up together and work out, you know what I mean? And I was like, oh, no, I'm waiting for a friend, he's gonna come right now. And he was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, you're very handsome. And I died, guys. I was like, oh my god. I laughed a little bit. I remember laughing. I was like, thank you. And then he left, and it was like awkward because I know he wanted to talk even more. But thank god he didn't even ask for my name, because oh my god, my dumbass would have probably told him my fucking real name. You know what I mean? Fucking stupid. Oh my god. I was like, oh my god, Brian. Oh my god, Brian. Brian was on the phone listening to the whole conversation, but I don't think he fucking heard any of it. And then he leaves, okay? And then I finally go get Brian after a few minutes. And then, by the time the guy is circling around, I had left already. I was with Brian, and I remember showing Brian, like, look, Brian, he's right there. Me and Brian were talking over by the stairs, and this guy he was just passing by me and Brian a lot, and every single time that he would pass by, I know that he would be looking at me because I could feel it, and I can kind of see at the corner of my eye that he was looking. So as he would pass by, and then after he passed Brian, after Brian couldn't see him anymore, after Brian's back was facing him, I could see that he would turn around and look back at me, but I like wouldn't make eye contact with him. I would just stay looking at Brian, but I know the guy was looking back at me. I was like, oh my god, Brian, he's looking at me. And it was so freaking weird. So that was that, guys. It's so weird because then like the next day I was like, I'm not gonna go to the park during the normal hour that I do, because I know he knows that that's the hour that I go at now, so he would obviously go when I would go, you know what I mean? So I pull up to the park, and I remember I was in the parking lot, pulling up into the parking lot, and I could see him unpacking his shit from his backpack. And I was like, oh my god, this bitch is here again, dude. And I was like, I'm not even gonna park, let me just leave. You guys probably don't think that's weird, but I think it's weird because he's probably just like at the park the whole fucking day, just waiting for me to get there to see what time of day I go. You come for one reason, and it's to come see me, because you know that I come here. Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but I see it that way just to be more cautious about everything. Yeah, guys, it's really creepy, and it's not like he hasn't done anything, which is fine. But it's like really creepy. You're doing way too much now. Like, you just look for me the whole time that you're here. You follow me and you want to talk to me really bad. I was like, fuck this, I'm not coming back. I mean, I say I'm not going back, but I ended up going today that I'm filming this, and he wasn't there, thank god. But I need to be more careful. I told Brian that I'm not going alone anymore because that's kind of weird. So like if I ever go back, I'm gonna need to be there with somebody because, not that I can't defend myself, but the guy won't come up to me if I'm with somebody else. Okay, and see, here's the thing. He's not hot. He's like really like I don't know how old he is. He looks old. He has a beard. He looks foreign, but he's kind of creepy. I feel like it would be different if he was attractive and younger, but since he's not, then I think that's why I'm like, leave me alone. Jesus. But yeah, guys, that's the story of my stalker. He doesn't know where I live yet. I don't think he knows what car I drive yet either, but it's super weird. That's basically it. I hope this video didn't turn out too long, but I hope you guys were entertained. We'll see what happens. If I don't end up uploading in a freaking month or two, then you guys probably know that I went to the park and I got kidnapped. So I'm posting this now because then you guys know I have a stalker. Well, I don't know if it's a stalker. I just have a follower. You know what I mean? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.